We're in an era of great controversy, great division, great polarization between the two parties, and obviously we're in a very important and very heated election campaign. But every now and then we ought to stop and remember what really unites us as Americans and pay tribute to the great Americans who've come before us and sacrificed and served for their country. The most unifying moment in America in my lifetime may well have been 9/11, 19 years ago. It was an awful day. It's my generation's Pearl Harbor. We all remember where we were when we got the awful news. I happened to be in Washington, D.C., directly across from the White House in a staff meeting at the United States Chamber of Commerce. We were meeting at 9 o'clock sharp. We were literally looking onto the White House, and I'll never forget, somebody came in and said a plane had crashed into the World Trade Center. So we turned on the television to watch the reporting and immediately saw a second plane crash into the World Trade Center. Over the next 2 hours, I watched as Secret Service agents panned out across the top of the White House as people fled from the White House, afraid that it was the target, as it may well have been, of the fourth plane, the one that brave passengers brought down over Pennsylvania, United Flight 93, saved countless lives in Washington, D.C., either at the White House or at the United States Capitol. And within a couple of hours, you could hear jets flying in formation over the United States Capitol. You could see smoke from the Pentagon, where another one of the planes had slammed into the headquarters of the American military. It was a truly awful day. But it was a day that America united, and it was a day while we grieved, we never broke, we never lost our nerve, and we remained indomitable. And the people that perpetrated that crime have been brought to justice, most particularly Osama bin Laden, finally caught, finally located by the brave and relentless men and women of the American military who, if you wrong an American, they will find you, they will track you down, and they will deliver justice swiftly and terribly to you, as they've demonstrated time and time again. But I was particularly struck at that moment by the compassion of the American people, the decency of the American people. We saw that in Oklahoma City after the April 19th bombing in 1995, how much help poured out of all across America to us here. The same thing happened for New York City. So we remember with gratitude and bravery and grief the unbelievable firefighters and police officers of New York who went into burning buildings and lost their lives trying to save others. We remember the first responders who worked relentlessly to save people. We remember the rest of America who sent money, sent help, sent their prayers, did whatever we could. So in this moment of division, let's not forget the things that unite us. Let's not forget how remarkable this country is and how it responds as one whenever it's attacked, whenever it faces a crisis. We may have our differences, we may have our divisions, we may have our debates, but in the end, we're all Americans. We all value and love one another. We all know that all of us love this country and cherish its institutions, and we all work hard in our very different ways to make it better. So God bless you, and I hope today, as you think about 9/11, you hold up those who died and those who sacrificed in prayer. I hope you remember how fortunate you and your families and all of us are to live in the greatest country that God ever created, the United States of America.